Factorize x squared minus 4x minus 12. Sketch the graph with this equation, stating the values where the curve crosses the coordinate axes. Express the quadratic in the form of this, where p and q are positive integers. Hence find the minimum value of this quadratic. The curve with equation here is translated by the vector minus 3, 2. Find an equation of the new curve. You need not simplify your answer. So I've paraphrased the question here then. Let's have a little look at it. First of all, factorize this equation. So let's do that then. So x squared minus 4x minus 12 then. Let's factorize it. So it's going to be an x and an x, isn't it? Because it's x squared. Now the 12 can be 6 2's or 4 3's, for example. 6 2's looks like it will fit with the 4, doesn't it? This is a minus, so this needs to be minus, this needs to be plus, equals 0. Double check it, x squared. Minus 6x plus 2x gives minus 4, and then plus times minus is a minus 2 6's for 12. So that's factorized. And that tells us that x equals minus 2. X is equal to 6. So when we put minus 2 in here, we get 0 times something is 0. And when we put 6 in here, 6 minus 6 is 0. 0 times something is 0. Yeah, that's fine. X is minus 2 or x equals 6 are the roots. Sketch this curve and specify the values where this cuts the axes. So let's have a look at B. So we'll do a quick sketch then. I'll try and draw an axis as best I can. Like so. Okay, we know the roots are at minus 2 and 6. Put them in. And we know that when x is 0, put 0 in here, get 0, minus 12. So it's actually going to go right down to minus 12. Different scale on the y-axis. So I've got a digital pen, so I'm just going to sketch it in. So it's a U-shaped curve because the x squared is positive. So we'll just draw a U-shaped curve. Okay, so let's have a go at drawing it then. Now, okay, so here we go. Let's do a sketch. It's going to come down, it's going to turn, and then go back up, isn't it? It's a U-shaped curve with those two roots. The middle point between 2 and 6 is, of course, 2. So this would be the lowest point on the curve here. So there's our curve then. Y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 12. And there's the sketch. So that's part B. Specify the values where this cuts the axis, which we've done. Express this, complete the square here, where p and q are positive integers. We've got x minus p squared minus q. Okay, so let's complete the square then for part C. So x squared minus 4x minus 12 is equal to, well, we'll do x minus 2, just halve this, and then square that. And that will give us x squared, when we expand this bracket at our mind's eye, minus 2x is the minus 4x. We'll also get a plus 4. So we want to get rid of that plus 4 with a minus 4, and there's a carry of minus 12 as well, of course. And that equals x minus 2 squared minus 16. Now if we compare that with what we wanted, p will be 2 and q will be 16. So that tells us that p equals 2, q is equal to 16, both positive integers. So we've completed the square then on part C. Okay, that was part 1. Part 2, hence find the minimum value. Part 2, the minimum value of this quadratic. So that was part 1. Here, at min value, or the minimum value, equals, well, this will be minimum when x is 2, won't it, because this positive value when you square it. The smallest value this can take will be 0. Put 2 in, you get 0. 0 squared is 0. And that will be minus 16 then, at x equals 2. So there's our minimum value on our curve. See part 2. Okay, so we've done that then. D, this quadratic is translated by this vector, find the new curve, minus 3x and 2y. Okay, so instead of it being there then, this point here, which is at 2 and minus 16, is translated by the vector minus 3, 2. So this is moved along minus 3. Back, so this would go back to here. Back 3 units would be minus 1. But it's moved up by 2, isn't it? Vertically upwards. So it goes from there upwards to, from minus 16 to minus 14. So that's moved up 2 units to minus 14. So there's our quadratic then. So we can simply write that as here we see that answer is equal to x minus, so we've got a U-shaped curve still. Lowest value is minus 1. So it's x minus minus 1 squared minus this value here, 14. So that we've used the complete the square method just to put those values in here. Because this curve has moved over to here, so x minus minus 1 squared, and then minus the 14, just as we did with this curve above. So this is equal to, I'm going to expand it, x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 14 is minus 13. So it said we didn't need to simplify our answer, but I'm just going to write it like that. It only takes a moment to do. And this was the quadratic. X squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 14 is minus 13. So let's just check our question. Find the new curve. Find the new quadratic, which is here. So it's a curve, so y is equal to, we'll put that in as well.